There are stories told in quiet corners of this old island. You might hear them on a windy night when the sea crashes against the cliffs, or perhaps in a dusty library, tucked away in a book nobody has opened for 100 years. They are whispers, really, whispers of a great treasure. People say it has been hidden for centuries, waiting for someone with a brave heart and a curious mind to find it. This is not a tale of a few gold coins in a rotten wooden chest. This is something much, much bigger. A secret kept by the very land itself. A prize hidden somewhere in the green and pleasant fields of the United Kingdom. The legend is as old as the ancient standing stones that dot the countryside. It speaks of a time when kings and queens ruled, when magic was still believed to be real. They say the treasure was gathered by a forgotten monarch, someone whose name has been lost to the history books. This king, or perhaps it was a queen, knew that dark times were coming. They wanted to protect something precious, something that held the spirit of the land, so they hid it away. They hid it so well that no army, no greedy lord, and no clever thief could ever stumble upon it by chance. It was a secret for the ages. Imagine the tales whispered from one generation to the next. A grandfather telling his grandchild by the fireside, his voice low and serious. "It's still out there," he would say, his eyes twinkling, "somewhere beneath our feet or high on a lonely hill. Fishermen have spoken of it, seeing strange lights on moonless nights over certain parts of the coast. Farmers have ploughed their fields for generations, sometimes finding a strange coin or an odd-looking stone that makes them wonder. The story changes a little with each telling, but the core of it remains the same. A magnificent treasure, Albion's hoard, is waiting to be rediscovered. The search for this treasure is not a new thing. Many have tried over the years. Brave adventurers and hopeful scholars have dedicated their lives to the chase. They have followed clues that led them to crumbling castles and forgotten chapels. They have explored dark caves where water drips from the ceiling like a ticking clock. But all of them have failed. They all missed one crucial thing. They were all looking for the treasure itself. They should have been looking for the map. For without the map, the treasure is just a story, a whisper on the wind. But with it, the story becomes a real and thrilling adventure. The person who hid the treasure was clever. They knew that a single map could be found, stolen, or destroyed, so they created a puzzle. The real secret is not the treasure's location, but the location of the map that leads to it. This map, they say, is a work of art. It is not drawn on simple paper or parchment. It is said to be something more permanent, something that could survive the centuries. Perhaps it is etched into stone, hidden in plain sight. Or maybe it is woven into an ancient tapestry, its secrets disguised as a simple picture of a hunt or a battle. The map itself is a treasure. Finding this map is the first great challenge. The clues to its whereabouts are scattered across the country, a line in a forgotten poem. A strange symbol carved into the wooden beam of an old pub. A pattern of stars that only makes sense when viewed from a specific hilltop on a specific night of the year. It is a treasure hunt for a treasure map. You would need to be a detective, a historian, and an explorer all rolled into one. You would need to look at the world with different eyes to see the secrets that are hidden all around us. The search is a journey through the history of the land itself. Think about the person who made this map, the cartographer. They must have been a genius. They would have traveled the length and breadth of the kingdom, finding the perfect hiding place. They would have loved riddles and puzzles. Every clue they left would be a small test, a little game to play with the future seeker. It would not be easy. The clues might be designed to mislead you, to send you down the wrong path. Only someone who is patient, someone who truly listens to the land and its stories, would be able to piece it all together and find the master key. The map is not just a guide, it is a story in itself. They say that as you follow its lines, you begin to understand the person who made it. You see the land through their eyes. You feel the importance of what they were trying to protect. The journey to find the map would take you to beautiful and wild places, from the wind-swept coasts of Cornwall to the misty lochs of Scotland, from the rolling hills of Wales to the ancient forests of England. Each step would be an adventure, a discovery. The search for the map is as much a reward as the map itself. So what is this incredible treasure? Why go to all this trouble? If you're thinking of chests overflowing with diamonds and rubies, you are only thinking of the smallest part of it. The legends say the hoard does contain riches, gold from forgotten kingdoms, jewels that shone in the crowns of long-dead kings. Enough wealth to change a person's life forever. But that is just the beginning. The real treasure is something else entirely, something you cannot spend in a shop or lock away in a vault. It is something much more powerful and much more important than simple riches. The whispers speak of knowledge, lost knowledge, secrets of the ancient builders who created monuments we still do not understand. They talk of forgotten arts, of ways of living in harmony with the world that we have lost. Imagine finding books or scrolls that contain this wisdom. It would be like a light switching on in a dark room, showing us a past we never knew existed and a future we could build. This treasure is not just about being rich, it is about becoming wise. It is the kind of thing that could change not just one person's life, but the world. There is also talk of something more personal, something that connects directly to the heart of the person who finds it. Some versions of the story say the treasure grants a unique gift. Not magic in a puff of smoke, but something deeper. Perhaps it is the gift of understanding, the ability to see the truth in things. Or maybe it is the gift of courage, a strength you never knew you had. The treasure, they say, reflects the finder. It gives you not what you want, but what you need. It is a treasure that knows you, that has been waiting for you specifically. This is why the treasure is so special. It is a combination of things. It is history, a tangible link to the people who walked this land centuries ago. It is wealth, a means to live freely and without worry. It is wisdom, a chance to learn secrets lost to time. And it is a personal discovery, a journey into yourself. It is the ultimate prize because it enriches your pockets, your mind, and your soul. It is the kind of treasure that stories are made of, the kind that makes your heart beat faster just thinking about it. A discovery that would echo through time. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are the one who finds the first real clue. It could be anywhere. A strange marking on an old coin you got in your change. A book you pick up in a second-hand shop with a handwritten note in the margin. Suddenly you are not just living your normal life anymore. You are at the start of an adventure. The world around you seems different, more exciting. Every old building, every ancient path could hold the next piece of the puzzle. The ordinary world has become extraordinary. This is how the quest begins. Think of the thrill of the chase. You would travel by train, by car, by boat, and on your own 2 feet. You would feel the wind on your face as you stand on a high cliff, looking out at the sea, wondering if a clue is hidden on the island just offshore. You would feel the quiet calm of an ancient library, the smell of old paper and leather all around you, as you hunt for a name in a dusty old record book. There would be moments of frustration when a clue leads to a dead end, but then a sudden flash of inspiration and you are back on the trail, your heart pounding with excitement. You would meet interesting people along the way, an old historian in a small village museum who knows the local legends, a fisherman who tells you a story his grandfather told him. You would have to learn who to trust. The journey would be your own secret story, a mission that only you know about. You would lie in bed at night, going over the clues in your mind, trying to fit them together like pieces of a giant jigsaw. The search would become a part of you. It would make you feel alive in a way you have never felt before. So the next time you are out and about, keep your eyes open. The first clue to Albion's hoard could be waiting for you. It could be anywhere in this ancient and mysterious land. The legend is real, the treasure is real, the map is real. All it needs is for someone to begin the search. Someone with a spark of adventure in their soul. Someone like you. The greatest treasure hunt in history is waiting for its hero. The quest is calling. Will you be the one to answer?